You're like, yeah, we're gonna move like Marvin Gaye here. We're not. You can't do that.
I'm intrigued to see if they'll ever do like a Marvin Gaye film.
I don't want to see it.
I don't.
When you show him high off his face and his dad shooting him, nah, pass, bro. I'm good.
It could be before that, Reese.
What? What's wrong with you? But that's what happened.
I hate you.
It's just how he said it.
That's how you said it.
Ow.
Is there a nicer way to say that man's dad shot him?
To be fair, it's not.
Because I want you to want me to bow. Movie's done.
Alright, behave.
Movie's done.
Behave.
Press trigger, I'm gonna press trigger. Did you say? I'm gonna press trigger.
Press trigger, I'm gonna press people button.
I know, but I can't do it fast on flow.
What do you mean by that?
You can't follow the flow.
You can't do it fast on flow. That's crazy.
Don't
This
say
is
that.
this episode 197 of DSP
Don't do
podcast
that.
with myself, Reese. We are in the studio to my left,
Drinks.
to my right,
Fucking bastard. Oh, beep.
behind the camera.
Gabriel.
You want to pull the Lowry close to you?
Yeah.
I love the way he leaned forward into the Larry.
Pull the mic closer to your mouth.
2D, how you doing? Tech time.
He said, oh my god.
2 drinks. What's going on? Hey, you're halfway through the week, man. There was 2 more
I
days.
don't even know, you know.
2 more days.
No, literally, today was a good day. Half day, had my therapy session, fine, great. And then come the evening, I was just like,
Defeated.
2 more days till the weekend. As long as you ain't busy during the weekend, and you can just chill.
I don't even know. I'm trying to organise some photo shoots, so I'll see what happens.
Let's hope there's cancellations. You sound like you need sleep.
Huh?
It's like you need sleep.
I need everything, man.
Oh.
Chill out.
Oh yeah.
Gabs, how you doing?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good.
Basically, don't make you laugh because your stomach's hurting you.
Yeah, no. I'm in hell.
What's
bro.
hurting you?
Stomach's hurting you.
Why?
No, it's not even something I've eaten. It's more like cramps.
Period pains.
Having a month.
Pause. I need to get a...
Auntie Flo, she didn't tell him. Hear
What
that?
do we do when you get cramps? You get a hot water bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hear
I
that.
need to do
Or
that.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...
The court.
Man is not feeling well.
Man's Googling what to do when you got a stomach cramp. Okay, how you doing?
Oh, some painkillers and all of that.
Gabs is painting the town red.
This is crazy.
Nasty.
Man said, don't you get?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bitch.
He's got the paintings are in.
That's crazy.
Nasty.
Sorry.
No, yeah, I'm alright. I'm just really, really tired.
I swear you're tired every week.
I had a bag of energy last week. I was a bag of energy last week, I mean. But, yeah, I've just, the after effects of just being with my aunt, looking after her and stuff like that. I was saying to my friend not long ago before we started recording, I didn't realise how much sleep I didn't have. And then now I'm kind of away from that. I'm like, fucking hell, I'm actually tired. Like, I'm very sleep deprived. But I was asleep.
How was that? Ric Flair?
It sounded like... Do you know what it sounded like?
Ric Flair?
No, you know Tina Marie?
No. Oh my God, you're stupid. You're stupid.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Oh, to me, baby.
What's up?
Yeah.
I thought I heard, woo! Oh, that's funny.
It's either that or Ric Flair. That's what I heard.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can't even... You're going to be glad I can't even put into words how my week's been or what I've been going up to. Yeah, it's going to have a lot of errors today. Please don't chase me. Yeah, Reese, go on. Take the mic.
That's cool. I don't touch mics, but okay. Start this podcast off. Gabriel, you an Amy Winehouse fan?
I was, yeah. I was.
Why would you say you're not now?
Huh?
Why would you say you're not
No, I
now?
wouldn't say I'm not. I'm saying was because she's not.
Oh, still a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're still a fan because obviously
Yeah, I'm still a fan.
You wouldn't say that about Biggie.
Yeah. No, I'm still a fan.
Tech time. So, you wanted to ask us about the movie?
Yeah, I wanted to actually ask, is anyone actually interested in going to see this movie or interested?
No.
Oh, okay. I know a bunch of us, if not all, if I'm not mistaken, are Amy fans.
I saw the trailer and I wasn't happy with it.
This is the thing.
Your company produced it.
Wasn't...
I still dislike their films.
Oh. I wasn't sure, so that's why I was like, well, ask these lot if they actually went to go see it. I wanted O's opinion as well, but O's said he's not with us today.
the actress, she's using her own voice as well.
She's from Industry. She was on that series before, a BBC series, which is on
I don't
HBO
know.
called Industry.
give a
I don't know
damn.
what
I
she's-
just saw the trailer. I was like, nope.
Do you know what it
She's
is?
good.
I would have preferred. These are my two things. I'm being an arse when I say this. I would have preferred if they used someone like Ray,
See, I can see why you say that.
because they have an eclectic type look, and at least Ray can sing. I know it was done through her dad, and I think her dad's a prick, so that was already going to put me off that as well. And I think, huh?
I didn't know it was done for her dad. There's not really much I knew about the production of it.
And I think because I know the idea of what Amy Winehouse is to people and was to people and what her music means to me, it's like when you see like the Notorious film or the Tupac film or Machiavelli.
That one
or
as
just,
well.
you know what I mean?
knew you was gonna
It's
say
one of the
that.
ones where it's like when you look at it, unless that person's still alive, you don't really want them doing a movie. Like if they did a Kurt Cobain movie, I guarantee you Nirvana fans would be pissed off. Doing a Hendrix movie, like at least with Ray Charles before he passed away and they did
He
that
okayed it.
movie, he
Yeah.
okayed it, he was around.
He picked Jamie.
There you go. And Jamie was around him, he learned
That
his
must be an
nuances. There you go. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you're gonna do those type of movies, I just want to like I know they got a Michael Jackson movie coming out next year and it's gonna be like his nephew playing him, but
I don't know how I feel about watching that. MJ the Musical, definitely going to put myself in to see that because I've heard a lot of good things. And yeah, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent there, but movie? I'm used to Michael starring in his own movies, so I don't think I'd want to see that.
plus I also think like the company that are putting out the movie, their budget for actually
I know what
advertising
company
it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shock.
Right, yeah. The budget for actually even media in the movie has been garbage. So if you really had faith in it, it would be like you'd be seeing it on billboards everywhere. You see billboards, but it's not anything mad. I think the Evening Standard gave it like half a star.
What? We
You talking about MJ or Amy?
Amy.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is the thing. I've seen bits and
But
pieces of it, but I
it's
wasn't sure. Like,
It's a parent company of the main studio, so it's not really the main studio's distribution. They're just distribute.
Well, it's in the budget.
Yeah, but it's a low budget thing.
It's like when they did the Super Mario one,
Yeah.
it's like Jewel Studios.
yeah.
But the budget was
That's,
massive.
that's big money. Amy's not. They're not giving Amy the big money for that.
I don't think they should even bother doing it.
The young Valerie, didn't see Mark Ronson post nothing. Man weren't trying to see his virgin or nothing. All right, cool, man.
I think there's a lot of people against it anyway.
Yeah, I understand. I think when people pass and they do a movie on them, I think unless the family okay it, you just end up looking at it funny. Like you didn't really have to do this. Like I think everyone kind of has
a lot of people said that about the Bob Marley film.
the family behind it though.
Yeah,
Not all of them.
See, that's another
And
thing.
then
that
a lot of Jamaicans are saying that.
Some people said it's a good movie.
see, that's another thing I'm in two minds about.
Some people say it's a good
reviews
movie.
on it
Sorry.
on both sides. No, I'm just saying the same. There's mixed reviews. Like, there's a lot of Jamaicans that are like, no, because there wasn't like Jamaican actors, but then the family were behind it, so people were like, yeah, it was really good.
The family picked actors.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Plus, if Lauryn Hill's son got a banger, his songs doing numbers off it, so I can't really be angry about anything more than, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think everyone looks at it from a point of view of it being like, okay, cool. Say you were famous and you've got like the Brown estate or the small estate, or I don't know Gabriel's last name, but like the estate of like, okay, you lot like ain't around no more, yeah, and you lot did something of like great prevalence, a great thing across the world, and then you've got people like, oh, they've used your likeness or something. The family like, yeah, we're gonna move like Marvin Gaye here. You can't do that.
I'm intrigued to see if they'll ever do like a Marvin Gaye film.
I don't want to see it.
I don't.
When you show him high off his face and his dad shooting him, no, I pass, bro. I'm good.
It could be before that, Reese.
What? What's wrong with you?
That's crazy.
But that's what happened.
Like, you.
It's just how he said it. It's like,
That's how
ooh,
you said it.
ow.
Is there a nicer way to say that man's dad shot him?
To be fair, there's not.
Because I want you to want me to bow. Movie's done.
Alright, behave.
Movie's done.
Behave.
Excuse me. To your bedroom.
End credits.
Movie's done.
Whose side are you on? You on the father's side?
No, I'm not. No, you
He on the bang bang side.
you got rid of one of my favorite singers ever, bruv.
But apparently he was attacking
The
everyone
mum.
in the family.
Yeah, he was high of drugs.
Yeah.
But you should have let that man swear out and carry on putting out music.
like the rest of the Brits.
Why? Because I could. Yeah. Let the man sing, bruv.
I hate you still.
What, you could pop him in his toe, like. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
So out of order.
I got his voice in my head.
What, yeah.
Bang.
Shoot with his leg, bruv. Or just a warning shot, buckshot, bow in the sky, something.
Buckshot.
Tell man to chill out. But yeah, listen. Enough about that, yeah, listen. Okay. We wanted to talk about positive things in this so far. I don't think there's nothing positive. I think it's the year of truth and beef.
Hey,
but
it's definitely the year of truth.
I want to see what May brings.
Rain.
That's election time as well, isn't it, May?
For here or L?
Here.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later on the pod. But yeah, go on.
Go on, Kay.
I thought I was going to sneeze then. So,
Sniffler.
name something new and positive in your life this week. If not this week, this month.
These what? No, I'm joking. Go on.
Mark.
I got up this morning.
You're starting to sound like, oh. So I got up this morning, I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah, I got up and opened my eye. I'm still here, innit? Still living, breathing.
Is that it? No, that's not.
I mean, that's still a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, but come on. Dig a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty man.
I had a good therapy session.
Okay.
So your one this year is more therapy, correct?
Yeah, I would say overall.
Yeah, but it's ending soon.
Pay for more.
Would you? Yeah, I was gonna say, would you pay for more sessions, or do you think?
Give me more money, I will. Yeah.
No, but do you think it's helping? Like, would you be like, oh, okay, the sessions are ended. Would I wish that I had further, more sessions to go after, or you just think,
Yes,
okay.
yes and no. I knew it was coming to an end, but
You look for a black person.
Hmm?
You heard what I said?
no.
I said you look for a black person.
But it's taught me that I can do more for myself as well.
How many sessions do you have in a month?
I have one a week.
1 a week.
Yeah.
How long are they usually? Sorry.
I know some people, like, it depends. Like, some will
I
have
don't mean
like
the class
about.
time. I mean, like, are you there for like an hour or half an hour? Not like how long are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
like it's an hour session.
Well, what was Mark saying?
He was about to say like I think he thought Gabriel meant like how long are they, like how long is your
Like
cluster of sessions?
Yeah.
Like how many do you have in a bulk?
Oh,
But I knew what Gabriel meant.
I
And I
yeah.
can see
Yeah,
what he
I
meant.
got that as well.
It's
No.
an hour session.
I knew what Mark. That's why I was like, Mark. No, that's not what he meant.
Is
Yes.
it like, this is going to sound so dumb, it's not like the movies, but is it like, you know, when you go over
You
the
lay on
like,
the chair.
and time?
Mine's via Teams.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to the end of the session, they're like, okay, so that's
No, it pops up on your screen. You got 10 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
No, that doesn't
Taking a
happen.
piss. Taking a piss. Taking a piss.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it happened. Okay.
Session done. TikTok.
Wait, it's time to go. Well, as we said to Katie, I'll wrap it up, B.
So yeah,
Okay.
no. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm using that time where I normally have my therapy session to do other things.
Okay.
In regards to like mental health or like me advancing what I'm trying to achieve.
Okay, good.
What about you, Gabs?
It's giving earn.
What week?
A water bottle.
Something positive or new that you enjoyed so far in 2024?
Nah. Oh, 2024.
Must have this week? No, dead.
I was like,
Not punching up youngers.
this week. If not, then at least this month.
Or this year. That's what I
If
said.
not this month.
Basically, I said for Gabriel,
Cutting down your Uber Eats.
Shot Harley's video.
not punching up youngers solution.
Shot Harley's video.
You punch up anyone on the set.
Yeah, no, I've just been able to do some music related work.
From the clips I've seen, it looks alright.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I
If
was-
we
I
had
was
more
it
time,
as
I would
well.
have shown you a couple, but apologies for.
What happens? I'm working from home tomorrow. I'm not vexed. It is what it is, bro. If I was in the office, I would have been brewing.
I'm not. No, life is laughing.
But yeah, man. Other than that, Liverpool losing 2-0, so they're out of the league.
Okay, what about you? I'm looking now.
Well, no, I'm not even going to say anything football related because it's not over yet. So, but I would just say it's more something that I'm probably more grateful for. Obviously, I did speak about having a new role, so that would be that. Because I've already spoken about that, I would just say being grateful for my family. And my immediate family, with that being my sister, my aunt, my partner, obviously my uncle, just our little immediate family. Just grateful for them because they've really, I guess I won't say they've just only they've been there for me, but we've all been there for each other. So I think for me, that's a little bit of a breath of fresh air in itself. Just being in a different environment and setting around them a bit more, it's made me feel a little bit more at ease.
I guess that in certain times you get to spend a lot of time with your family.
I do, even though I won't say I live far, because 20-minute drive and it'll be like a 45-minute train commute, whatever. But because I'm not as close to her, like my sister and my aunt, they're around the corner from each other. Obviously, Elle's a lot further. So when I am spending time with them, I always make the most of it anyway. However, I, basically moved in with her for the last couple of weeks. And it's been nice because I haven't lived with them since I moved out. Or unless I go stay a couple of days over Christmas. So it's nice. And it's nice to actually just do things for her. Like, I do things for her anyway. Like, I might take her out for lunch. I'll take her out for dinner if I come over. Like, she's always the one that's in the kitchen, but she's not been able to do that. So it's been nice to just, be at her beck and call for once. So
Was you in the kitchen?
Yeah, chefing it up.
Okay.
When I'm at home, I don't really, unless it's for me and Elle, I don't really get to cook for anyone. Me and Phil eat separate meals. So I don't
don't taste your cooking?
No, I said apart from me and him. You're so fucking filth.
No,
I didn't even mean nothing by it. It's him.
When the Rock goes, I smell the Rock is cooking. That's what I was thinking in my head.
Apart from it being me and him at home or at mine, obviously me and Phil we eat separate meals, and I don't like.
We go to Gabriel about fucking Deliveroo.
No, we order. We order, but I do obviously cook for him as well. So if it's not me and him, then I don't really cook anything extravagant for myself.
Wild pasta.
Move. But no, I like providing for others and cooking for others. So because there's more in that household, and sometimes my sister will be there, it's nice to just do something all for my family kind of thing. And I get joy out of being in the kitchen when I'm like in that mood. But when it's just me and Phil at home,
Uber Eats.
I know I'll make like my own stuff, but I don't make a big portion because it's only me one.
Boiled egg.
What's wrong with you? I dashed this at your head. But it's been nice. It's been nice. And it's kind of like what it used to be when I lived there as well. So we would have days in rotation where one would cook, the other would. So we'll add the run of the household pretty much.
How about you, Reese?
Probably more patience. Like, I've always had patience anyway, but I think my patience now is a little bit more like. So I think even when people are a little bit, if they step into a situation like really, really hot, I've made sure that even in like times where like someone's been irritating or their energy is like on a 10 and I'm on like a 3 or 4, that I just stay monotone and as measured as possible. So I'm not like, oh my God, you get on my nerves. I'm just like, okay, cool. All right, fine. Because I realize, especially for me, people get angry. When people get angry, they try to use your anger to boost up their own aggression.
Yeah.
So then when you don't give them that eye for an eye mentality, what ends up happening is they just end up getting a bit like, they get ratty and they kind of they get irritated.
They're not getting the response.
They want the response. And I'm like, I just look at it like, it's like a bullying thing. Like, you're not going to get that vim from me. I'm not annoyed about it. I'm like, okay, cool. That's how you feel. That's how you feel on it. Like, I care. I just don't care enough. So I think for me, it's more the patience element. Maybe coaching's done it for me this year. Maybe coaching's helped me this year with just like dealing with people from like a plethora of backgrounds and like vast ages has kind of just chilled me out a bit. But I was chill before. I'm near enough fucking dead inside now, so it just helps completely.
You're dead inside.
Meet me at our spawn.
I like that.
But enough about me. Kadio.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Yes.
You're a London native, correct?
Yes.
Why are you nervous?
No, I was thinking about something else.
Even
Yes.
that's not the question I want to ask you.
Yep.
You're a London native. Boom.
Mhm.
If you had to choose the capital of London,
Oh.
what would you say it is? If Banks was here, I knew the answer straight away, and I'll tell him to F off.
East London.
You think East London as a borough is the capital of London?
No.
Thank you, Gabriel, because I would have thinking the same thing.
No,
Even I'm like,
no,
what?
I actually do think, sadly, it's South London.
What do you think? The capital of London is a borough. That's what she's picking. She brought us in London Fields.
Wait, what? You said if I could pick an area, a borough.
No,
He didn't say borough.
told you. Wait, Gabriel, what did I say before the podcast?
Shut up, man! Shut up! I'm tired. I'm so fucking.
What did I say at the beginning? You know, you was laughing. You know what I said earlier on?
Yeah.
Just prove my point again.
I'm actually so tired. I'm so sorry. Let's rewind.
If you had to pick a place in London that was the capital, what would you say it is? And I said, if Banks was here, I know exactly what his answer would be, and I'd tell him to F off.
Yeah, go around the room.
What do you, KDR? Gabriel, go on.
Yeah,
I'll
because
say
I'll
Camden.
Really? Why?
I'll say Camden, you know.
just say South.
I think because
Place.
No.
Not a borough, you joke, man.
Yeah, but
A
I can't
place.
think of it somewhere specific in
Think.
South.
We're giving you time.
All
I say
right.
Camden's got a mixture of everything.
Not the lot.
The
bridge.
because Camden have
Crack.
The cocoa.
Camden have the hipsters. They've got the immigrants that would make up London, which is they're very
What are you
important.
thinking?
They've also
Go on.
got the roads, people on the road. They've got literally everything that makes up London. So I would say Camden.
Fair enough. Mark?
I'm gonna go for Canary Wharf.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the business district.
No, I just love that area. I just love that area. It's easy
East
to get to.
It's its own little district as well, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It's not too far away from a lot of places.
I wouldn't actually disagree with that. Everyone knows where it is.
Do you have an answer for yourself, or you disagree with Mark's?
No, I'm.
Which one say Beckham?
Yeah.
Really?
Something along the lines of fucking Peckham and Brixton. One of them.
So Katie's answer, my answer are the same. Campbell.
Like that's what I would
Camberwell.
say. But that's why I
Camberwell,
said South because
So
I would be
then-
like anywhere out South.
No, hear me out.
Camberwell.
When people talk about South, and then people say the capital of South, right? Yeah, of like South London, for example. Some people will be cheeky, and
No.
Banks is one of them. Will say Croydon. Croydon's not South London, right? Yeah.
No, I was going to say Croydon,
Croydon's
but
not South
that's
London.
not even. I
Croydon
wouldn't
is
even say
Greater
that.
London. that happens
Croydon's not
outside
even
the
London.
south.
That's what I said. That's not
Oh,
even London. That's why it didn't come into my head.
So then, Croydon, boom. Then some people would say Peckham. Some people would say Brixton. But you have a brick, and you have the brick. Then, but you have Camberwell, where you have the Brixton side and the Peckham side.
Okay, yeah.
Camberwell's in the middle of both, and Elephant Castle is there, which makes up. I call it the triangle. Like for
It
me,
is. Trifecta.
when I think about Burgess Park and all that other stuff, for me, it's Brixton. Brixton for me is the capital. Tube stations there. You got an eclectic set of people. It was Shoreditch before Shoreditch.
Everything's
Right, yeah. You got Bitties on the corner. You have Yuppies. You got up and coming places. Like,
If you really listen to our reasons here to name a capital, my man's naming Crack City over there.
mine is eclectic.
I know what you're
I
going
was
with
like,
that.
you have great transport links. Right, yeah. Central London's not far. You have an eclectic set of people from like Bitties to middle class white people to just average Joes. The area always seems to be thriving and busy. And when most people think South London, they think Brixton.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think when people say South
If I'm
London,
if I'm
I would
really,
say
be,
Peckham
if,
or Brixton.
if I'm really being finicky, if I'm thinking about the capital of London, I'd say Oxford Circus.
Yeah, I was gonna go with.
Like,
one of
if
them.
I remove my black hat,
but then
if I remove my
saying-
black hat, it's Oxford Circus.
But then saying that no one really lives.
Nah, there's a couple man that live there.
If you remove your black hat.
but
Yeah, but
they're up. They're up. Hey,
two up.
money's there, innit? I'm gonna say Shoreditch.
I would say Canary Wharf is a nice choice though because
No, I'd rather say Shoreditch than Canary Wharf.
I guess Shoreditch is more common than Canary, but I guess each
The
their
average
own.
person in London is common, bro.
I've lived near Canary.
I bet you have.
Of course you have.
Wait,
Bougie
what are
as
you two
hell.
saying that for?
You bougie as hell.
I'm not bougie.
I know what the ghetto is. That's what I would
What,
say.
what
That's
makes
why
me
I would
bougie?
say Pecknam and Brixton.
Mine, the only thing that's not bougie about you is your articulation. Is your diction. That's the only thing that's not bougie.
But what makes me
You're
bougie?
bougie, Mark,
You
man.
are bougie as
How?
hell.
Let me understand. Make me
As
understand.
If you don't know, you're never gonna know. I don't need to
Yeah.
explain it.
Well, Honor should make me.
If you don't know, now you know.
Fuck you then. So.
No,
Make it take
you
time.
never know.
I don't fuck man. Calm down.
Yeah, you bougie.
You fancy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, lift your eyelids, bro.
Too
You
heavy.
bougie, huh? Are you fancy, huh?
Wait there. Actually, Gabriel, let me ask you, Gabs. So of the options,
Ouch.
so Canary Wolf, Brixton, or Camberwell, whichever one.
Brixton.
Wait,
Um,
wait, no.
So Canary Wolf, Camberwell, Oxford Street.
No.
What?
You want to put it in there?
No, because Oxford Street's not really people from London in there. It's more like tourists.
It is.
So I'll put Brixton.
But where do tourists always go? The capital. So it does make sense.
Yeah,
Tourists
but-
like to go to the capital of a certain place. So Oxford Street is
No,
actually a good contender
I think the
to be
capital
up there.
should represent
Or
the
Shoreditch.
country.
Or
I'm going to
Shoreditch?
put out a poll. I'm going to put out a poll on
Obituaries.
the socialisms, and I will
The
see.
social what?
Socialisms.
But I thought I was going mad when I heard that.
Socialisms
Yeah,
of
so-
the media.
Go on, Gabriel. So yeah, if you had to pick Shoreditch, Oxford Circus, Oxford Street, either
Let
or,
me put that.
Brixton / Camberwell, and Canary Wharf, what would you say if those are the options would be the capital of London?
Brixton.
Why?
Because I think it represents London more. I think because London's more about, it's multicultural. It's not like many cities in Europe where it wouldn't be multicultural. So because of that, I'll say Brixton, because it's probably the most multicultural. There's the hipster side of Brixton. There's the side where the market is, with the yardies and the loads of the let's say for example the Jamaican takeaways, the Jamaican shops. Then there's the African shops there as well. It's got I'll say Brixton.
Shoreditch, Oxford Circus, Oxford Street, sorry, Brixton, Canary Wharf. We're putting Peckham in there as well.
No,
No? And then, was we throwing Campton in there? No. Yeah? No?
I'm not putting Camden in there, but you can do that.
I'm going to throw Camden up in the mix.
So let's get into the nitty gritty of the fun stuff. For me, it's the fun stuff. I'll call this week 2 of rap beef. It's more R&Beef. Kay, you wanted to break this down, didn't you?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to kind of break, how many times I want to say that? Break down Chris Brown's, I would say, bars of, like, if you are going to do a rap battle or rap beef or whatever, what Chris Brown has put out as an R&B
You
artist.
can rap though, don't
Yeah,
you?
but he can rap.
No, he can rap. But as an R&B artist, obviously, and let me not just dilute it down to him just being an R&B artist, but against these artists that are just rap artists, he fucking killed it. I'm just going to put it out there. And I don't know if we're allowed to play it, are we?
Play it. It's not out on DSP. You can play it.
Okay.
So it's YouTube. YouTube with it.
Big shout out to CB.
Rest breathing.
It,
No, I like about Katie,
It's
yeah.
not even playing.
You know, you ask people to set things up, like.
No, I did, but it actually wasn't, it was the wrong one. I'm going to play Weakest Link first, 'cause I don't actually know what the other one was
That's the one that we want.
Okay, good.
Put the thing closer to the Larry. Closer to the Larry.
Look at your face.
The speaker. Yeah.
Who want
Aggression.
smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with C? Who want smoke with me? Who want? Okay, let's get down to the facts. Pussy, I'm drifting red. Don't let this R&B shit fool you niggas, get ripped to shreds. Quavo talking like he a thug, nigga, you a bitch with dread. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all of that shit you said. What's all that bullshit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique. Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-hoe, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let that lie go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that.
It's done. It's done.
Can I just say?
I think Quavo's song's better.
You would say that.
Of course you would. You. Oh,
I think
Gabs
if- I
was
think
yuck
if-
because he has to play
If Quavo didn't have Takeoff on it, no,
Offset.
Offset on it, I would have said it was.
Put it this way, I didn't know that was the second one from Chris Brown, and I haven't heard Quavo's yet.
The first one from Chris Brown was a verse.
Yeah, it was just a verse.
It was a
I
verse.
haven't heard it yet, but this.
It was a Nicki song, isn't it?
No, it's a
Oh, an 11-11.
Yeah, it's on his album with Jonah Lucas and Lil Wayne, I believe.
Okay.
And then Sweetie out here is not denying it,
No.
and then everyone's like,
Won't stop, can't stop.
"Who's better?" Or no, she ain't. I wouldn't call her that.
Wow.
She just
Support a woman.
Nah.
Support a woman.
Nah, I
Support
don't
a
think
woman.
she is. I tried to say
Support a woman.
or
Support a woman.
nah. I think we're each their own.
Support a woman.
No.
Told you. Support a woman.
Nah, boy. Listen.
Just called him Sweetie a whore. I said,
No,
support,
I'm not
support
calling
a
her.
woman.
I just said it for bands because I
Support a
wanted to
woman.
say or. Nah, no.
She
To
just
be honest,
said
if I like saying it, but if I'm being honest, I actually don't think
No, you don't
that
support
she is
women?
for that. No, for saying that, I don't think she's a whore. Shut up. She can fuck if she wants to fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Hella stuttering.
No, I'm just saying because I'm
Hella
trying
stuttering.
not to swear, but
Hella stuttering.
shut up.
I'm not
But
stuttering.
or no, I'm taking the piss. I ain't mad at it.
Do you know one thing I will say about all these diss tracks? Why is it all because of women? But these are
Someone
rappers.
else said
No,
this
but then,
on
I'll be honest.
Twitter the other
I
day.
think the Chris Brown one, yeah, because remember, I've read something earlier on. Do you understand? The Chris Brown one with Quavo,
Don't that
their
go
issue goes back years.
It goes back beyond, and
Yeah.
women being
So
in
then
the
I
mix
think-
just added to
I
it.
think they were actually like cool, like they were friends.
Mm.
And I think it goes down to, yeah, it's about women, but Gabs, imagine you and Richie, like that's your guy, and there was a girl that you dated that's like, you're not together no more, but no matter what, Richie can't come and tell you,
I'm on that.
yeah, do you know what I mean?
won't
Even if you've
stay.
broken up, you can't do
I
that.
won't stay.
I
Yeah.
want all
And maybe
of
it's one of
that.
the ones like, obviously, boom, you know that's your person, like whatever. They're not together, but she's off limits, and then you go after her. Then, even if you're over it, it's still not gonna sit right with you if you're meant to be boys and you know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that, but
It's a boundary. No, there's a boundary.
The way they
There's
go
a
says I hear
boundary,
that,
bro.
but
I do hear that, but I just think like I've always said like maybe my take on things are wrong, but when people get into beef with their friends publicly, and this is women, this is men, right? When they get into beef with their friends publicly because of their ex, it's embarrassing. Because privately, I might be like, you know what, Richie, I can't trust you. But I wouldn't make it a public thing.
But then remember,
where
them two,
the
but
world
them two have been cool
knows.
for them two have been cool for years. Remember the
Prior
years,
to
do you remember years? Do you remember when Joe Budden was working at Complex, with academics and the desk?
Yeah.
That same night when he saw the Migos and he stood up, he got into an issue with them man outside. So remember that was years ago. That's like 2016.
Yeah, but even still,
So it means there's always going to be a lingering issue.
I'll never let the root cause of public beef
But you're also human.
to be a woman.
No, but we're also talking about human.
yeah, but sometimes
But also human.
It's not always
No, I
public
under-
because
no, I-
where you're famous, your news is going to get out there sometimes.
No, I understand the human thing, yeah, but
Gabs-
I've also got pride, so I'm not gonna go into a
I hear,
studio.
but Gabs, I hear that. But man's, you've not been in love, Gabs. You don't know how that feels.
You're such a grind,
No,
man.
but-
Man,
You-
man, a man.
Man.
But even if I have been in love, I don't think
Yeah, you don't think, but you
I
don't know.
think if I've fallen out of it. But I think this is where humans have to train themselves to be a bit more rational then.
But then we're arguing on a logical thinking. As a logical thinking person, I agree with you. But as a logical thinking person, dealing with someone who is hyper emotional, you're singing two different songs.
But you know what it is? It's just the process.
You're talking like Nas. They're talking like Celine Dion. It's not the same.
You know
It's
what
not
it
the same
is?
tune,
It's
bro.
okay, so all right, cool. Put it this way: if my friend deals with my ex, right, and I see my friend out in public and we fight, that's different because that is it's an impulse thing, right?
Charge
so,
it.
Yeah, so that is like okay, cool. You know what? I got there, emotions took over me. We swung it out. Cool, it is where it is. But getting out your pen, paper, or your notepad and writing lyrics, then going to the studio, recording it, requesting for it to be mastered, then doing the cover art, then uploading it, and then posting it is ridiculous behaviour. That is sassy behaviour. That I don't usually, when the women say this stuff about sassy men, I think that is sassy behaviour.
I don't think that's sassy. I think, you see, if it's still rap beef because you're rapping, you're barring it up. It's not physical, you're barring it up.
He's an R&B
No,
singer.
but
R&B
he's
singers historically don't send for rappers. So
no, but there's.
You made the noise. I did the face. It's like,
You acting like R&B singers don't get
There
it in.
Even think about what Jay-Z did to Robert, right? Robert didn't respond. He went on the radio, he was crying about it. He didn't respond.
That's one example.
I'm saying, so think about the R&B.
But there is such thing as R&B, bro. Like,
think about R&B.
There's still men.
No, but I'm saying, think about
thank
R&B
you.
singers.
Yeah, but your
I don't think it goes down to the
egos, pride. There's still.
You're doing this out the genre.
See, for me, this is what I
So you're
said.
telling.
I get the ego thing.
So Gabriel,
the ego thing is when I see you, it's spontaneous, right?
No, it's on site. That's not spontaneous. It's on site.
On site, right? Or I'm even saying, let's even say I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's just a girl, man. It's nothing. And then I see you. If my emotions take over me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you're even you saying that you're negating context.
What do you mean?
So you're saying it in the most, let's say, fair way, yeah, where it's like a black and white situation where you're like, okay, if I see my man and it's adapting, then we'll get active.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see my man and whatever, fine. They're both artists, and let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't jump out and say nothing, right? Yeah. In the first place, Chris Brown didn't jump out and say nothing. And even when Chris Brown does the Crew League, that basketball thing, and he's won it back to back, and they said, "Oh, who do you want to play? Want to play Quavo?" Won it again the year after. Yeah, I told Quavo, "Bring your bitch ass up here and play." Right? Yeah. So even then, it looks like whether it becomes a physical altercation or not, it looks like one of them's ducking. Cool. Right? Yeah. Even in from the first song that they both put out, Chris's one wasn't personal. It was cheeky. Right, yeah, but it wasn't personal. Quavo's one, he opened the floodgates with the personal one about woman beater, rah, 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 rah.
No, because Chris Brown mentioned Takeoff.
No, in the second one.
In the second one.
In the second one.
Because I was thinking,
because the minute Quavo...
Why did Chris mention
now?
That's the second one.
That's the second one?
Yes.
Yeah, so Quavo just replied to that one now.
No.
What?
He started it.
So,
Quavo started with what?
Chris Brown had a... Quavo said something. I can't remember what he said. He said something. Chris Brown came out with that Casamigos, which she prefers Casamigos than the Migos. His one was playful, witty bars, like what you'd get from the Drake and that type of situation. It was a jab, yeah? Quavo came out with one, called him a woman beater and the rest of that stuff. So what you've done is...
When?
Like last week.
So that's why he's like, oh, you're saying I'm...
What? No, wait, guys, because maybe my timeline...
Yeah, your timeline's off.
I just posted,
both people... Sorry, welcome to the culture. Right, yeah. You do the timestamp because I'm not blanking it.
But he's not blanking it.
Well, yeah. So this is how it works, yeah. Both of them currently have 2 diss songs out. But
I wouldn't say 2.
Well, Chris Brown has a verse.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So the first one where he calls him a woman, he called Chris Brown a woman beater. So
Which one's that?
That's the first one.
Yeah, but
okay, find it, please.
Can find that?
So I think that's why Chris Brown retaliated, because I didn't hear it.
Dog do.
But I
heard
the reason why.
The first one's garbage.
The first one's
garbage.
That's where I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, Quavo started it. Chris had a light jab on one of his songs on his album, and then Quavo done a full diss track.
Okay.
And then what we played was Chris' reply to that.
That one, yeah.
And then Quavo's now dropped another one.
I.e. why he made that takeoff comment about... And the worst thing is, that takeoff comment, it sounds foul, but when Takeoff passed away, a lot of people, when they found out the story that it was him arguing with the man, said it should have been Quavo.
That's why he said it.
I just think...
but without context, if you weren't outside...
This is the thing, right? So, obviously...
Is his first one...
Diss tracks...
How many days ago does it say?
It says 1, but I can't find anything more than a day.
There was one before that.
Because I can't.
There was one before that.
I can't remember it.
There's one before that, and the cover art's
and it wasn't AI.
No, the second one is one with him trying to strangle Chris Brown.
Yeah.
There's a one before that.
Yeah.
Just type of Quavo this.
No, but then Gabs, you're
typing Quavo this.
You mentioned the whole thing about
the academics,
obviously arguing over women and stuff, but then sometimes beef is started over stupidness as well. colours, numbers,
area
codes.
Listen,
Huh?
I get it. Beef is started over area codes, right? Amongst kids that live in poverty, so they have no other option.
But you think beef dies? Because man's rich, you think beef dies? I don't know why people think. But you're saying because people are rich.
Because you see area code beef, it's inherited, right? And we're talking about kids that grow up in poverty.
Doesn't make it
inheriting.
You're beefing something you don't even know what you're beefing.
Yeah, you don't own the land.
It doesn't matter though. They still grew up in the area. So
but you can say that about them man beefing with other women.
No, because these guys are grown adults now. So this doesn't start from when they were kids. If a grown adult started to beef over area code, I'll say he's a bit weird.
Can I ask a question? As a human being, how much people do you actually think have self-control?
I don't think many have self-control.
Okay, cool.
It's not right to have self-control though.
If they don't have self-control, because remember, it's habits and contradictions, basically, As a child, if you always get told yes, the minute you get told no, human instinct, you're going to act like a brat about it because you're always used to having your own way, Right, yeah? Kids who aren't raised properly grow up to be bratty teenagers and 100%. awful adults.
100%.
Right, yeah? Now, we only know these people as artists. We didn't know them as people from before. Right, yeah? So when they're growing up and they've got their handlers, especially ChrisBrown, we've seen ChrisBrown grow up from the age of 16 to 35?
Yeah.
He's 35?
35. 36, one of the two.
Right, yeah. So ultimately, until the Rihanna issue, right, yeah, we've only seen what he's like in a certain mech of what he's like publicly. Then you hear the stuff behind the scenes of him fighting and the rest of that stuff, then it comes out in that sense. Because ultimately, you can't hide who you are forever.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're an adult or not.
Trey Songz.
Because he's right, yeah. Because he's an adult, it doesn't negate the fact of he's still, because he's, in this case, he's still a hyper-emotional man who has bipolar. On record, has bipolar. Right, yeah? So, same with Kanye. Bipolar, depression, whatever. These people are still human beings. People's trigger points are their trigger points. Gabs, you have trigger points.
I hear it.
He has trigger points. Because because they're celebrities, this is where idol worship comes in, or false prophets come in, where we have this mentality of because of their money and because of where they are, they should act a certain way. I'm not going to look at a footballer and be like, because you earn 250 grand a week, you have to act like the most perfect person. No, you're still a piece of shit. You just get paid to play football.
I hear everything you're saying, but I just still think it's weird. I think it's weird to write a diss track about someone, mention.
So why is it different with hip hop?
Why is it different for who? Sorry.
Why is it different in hip hop? To write a diss track. It's still gonna put image.
Because that's more of a sport. I don't see. This is the thing. I don't think.
So when Beans and when Beans Siegel and Jadakiss going back, you thought it was a sport. They wanted to M each other off.
If it wasn't about, this is the thing. I don't agree with diss tracks that aren't competitive for the sport. I don't agree with that. I think it's weird. I personally think I don't think it's normal.
But then your favorite
who
is Hit 'Em Up.
No, I don't like Hit 'Em Up.
You're a liar.
I don't like Hit 'Em Up. I'm saying it's my favorite. I'm saying it's my favorite diss track. But in general, I don't like Hit 'Em Up. I don't think it's good for hip hop. Hit 'Em Up wasn't a good diss because ultimately, look what happened. Both of them are dead. So I don't necessarily think it was great for hit. I like the song because it was disrespectful. Same way I like King Von saying he's smoking on all these dead people. Same way I like FBG Duck talking about RIP dead bitches and all. Cool, I like it, right? In terms of the music side. But is it good for hip hop? No, it's very stupid. It is very, and I just think R&B singer mentioning Takeoff. I don't know, man. There's certain things I'm just like, bro. It's really not that deep, and not even that, right? You see with FBG Duck, King Von. At least these are guys that have been beefing since they were 10 years old, 11, 12, on the same, two different blocks. They've been going at it. Exactly, right? And O block. They've been going at it. They've lost family members. I'm talking, bro, when you're 35 years old and another man is in his 30s and what's causing you to go to the studio and disrespect a man's dead or mention a man's dead family member is a situation with a girl. Publicly to do this, I think it's weird. I think if you met him privately and you squared up and you had a whatever, cool. But I just think the whole public
people don't fight no more, guys.
Yeah, I know they don't, and I'm saying
Chris does, but in general,
Ray J fights. I can't lie. Ray J.
No, Ray J pushes women to war.
I rate that. I rate the Ray J. But I just think I don't know.
I hear what you're
closing,
saying,
this is
but
what
then
I'll say.
the same way you say about the sport, it is a sport until obviously it gets
Okay, so in closing,
to
this
another
is what I'll
point.
say, right? When J. Cole did the whole
I'm ducking.
I'm
bowing
not
out, yeah.
I'm not down for it, right? There was 2 responses, right? And the responses were, you know what? Say what you want, but it's mature. It's mature. It's good for the culture, not just hip hop. It's good for the culture. It's good for black people, right? To show that, listen, man, things don't always have to go down this angle. And he came out and he said, you know what? Hold my hands up. I made a mistake, right? Cool. Chris Brown and Quavo, I'm not gonna lie to you. This, if they meet up with each other, this doesn't sound like it's gonna be shaking hands.
Oh, they're getting it broken.
Bro, Takeoff just got killed. He just got killed.
Yeah, but
like,
not
these
for
rappers are dying.
Yeah, but not for that reason, though.
No, but I'm saying rappers are dying. Like, we're not talking about like rappers are just dissing each other and then it's all. No, rappers are actually losing their life.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke is losing his life. Triple X Tentacion is losing his life. These artists, PMB Rock, they are losing their life. Rappers are losing their life.
Yeah, but the
so I'm saying I
PMB,
don't agree
the
with all
PMB
that.
Rock one wasn't due to music.
There's
tried to
other,
rob
there's
him for his
other ones.
chain.
There's
But I hear what you're saying.
there's
But
other
then
ones. There's FBG Duck lost his life, for example. King Von lost his life, for example. There's loads of rappers losing their life, right? And I just think, I don't know, man. I think these are how accomplished they are. Over a woman to take things to that level of disrespect, nah, man. I think we're bugging, man. I think it's a bit sassy, man. I just think, like, I don't know.
I don't
man.
like the term sassy.
I don't like the term sassy as well.
Used in this, I don't think it's sassy.
I don't like the term sassy in general because
I
I
would
think it's a
rather-
way of.
wait a minute,
I
okay.
think it's a way of undermining men's emotions.
Before we go,
So I don't like that.
Before we
But-
go into this topic, I just want to ask you one question. So, regardless of you, like R&B, singing N-word, the rest of that stuff, boom, 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 yeah, he also has the ability to rap. He's had projects where he
he
can rap
does.
as well.
He does. He's good.
Putting it on wax, is it him putting it on wax not a little bit more counterproductive than
Then go into
when I
what?
see you? When I see you, I'm throwing arms.
Yeah, but then it starts on.
But we could say the same thing about hip hop beef.
Draco the ruler lost his life, right, when he met up with the was it the Inglewood Bloods, right? I think it was outside of, I don't know if it was Coachella or it was one of those South by Southwest, one of those anyway. He got killed as a result of all the stuff that was going on music, calling it Inglewood, Ingleweird, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but
Troy Ave
but you're also
lost his friend.
But even in that stage, man doing that stuff, you're dissing an entire area. Like Inglewood as itself. If I was to go to LA and said something mad about Compton natives are doing me something.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was okay, cool. If someone said to me, right, made a mockery of
Nigerian culture,
my brother's death,
or Nigerian culture,
or Nigerian, no, I'll say my brother's death because I don't think I'm willing to kill someone for Nigerian culture.
no, okay.
I'm not willing to do that.
You see that how proud Nigeria is now, yeah. As a whole, say if Nigeria had that kind of cult mentality, like as a Nigerian, you'd still have the "I'm better than you" mentality anyway,
100%.
yeah, because that's how you're raised. And I'm not. The older I got, the more I understood it. Because for me, it's about standards of being like, yeah, you're good, but I'm better, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Now imagine that universally was across the board for Yorubas, Igbos, and whatever tribes that I'm not familiar with.
It is
yeah?
like that.
Right, yeah, no, but I'm going to add context to it, yeah. Imagine it's like that, yeah, and across the board, contextually, you don't have a cult mentality, regardless of different tribes, you have a cult mentality of, it's us, it's Bufu, by us, F you, like everybody else, yeah, and someone says something mad. I guarantee you, if someone was to step foot in Nigeria after talking wicked, they're getting flogged. It's the same thing.
No, 100%, but this is what I'm saying, right? God forbid, but if I lost my brother, and then on a diss track, because I had sex with a man's girl or whatever it is, that person said on the diss track, hi, your brother died, but it should have been you instead.
But contextually, but Gabriel, I'm still telling you, contextually, it is something that's been said. It was a narrative that was around at the time
a
lot of people said.
I get it, but I can't stop
And it's not his brother, it's his
nephew, but they're like brothers. I can't catch the Twitter trolls saying that. They're like brothers.
No, they are nephews, but
if my nephew said,
grew up together.
that's my brother, bro. Like, I'm saying, even if it was my boy and you said that, your boy died, but it should have been you. When I see you, I'm not fighting you because I want to inflict pain on you. I'm trying to kill you. There's no like I don't. And if Quavo's what he says he is,
He's not, but
from
go
the area he says he's from and what they
I don't
do.
think he is,
when he
so.
sees Chris Brown, this is what I'm expecting.
The
I'm
only-
not expecting.
The only time I would say,
shouting and-
the only time I say that's true is, do you remember when oh my god, the guy in East London passed away, he got shot. The rapper Hypo.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
When Hypo died, and Hypo was good friends with Asco. Right, yeah.
Right.
And
right.
Dutch came out
Exactly.
and went ha. But then that there's foul because there was
Yeah,
not
he
for me.
laughed about
I don't
it,
know if
though.
anything was on wax. Yeah, and we're not talking about. I said I don't know if songs were put on wax. Right, there could have been, but in that sense, there obviously Asco's in jail, the rest of stuff, and man laughing at man. That to me is foul. Right, yeah. But that's foul because ultimately, yeah, us two are beefing. Right, yeah. It's not like you were beefing with Hypo. You had an issue with me. The laugh at the next man thing is different.
He shouldn't have got
Chris Brown's
involved.
made it clear, raw. Yeah, he was a takeoff for the real one, raw. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but I'm saying for one narrative to be true, right? Yeah, because a lot of people thought that was foul, but then when you find out the context behind it, it's like, oh, what's the worst thing? It's an Easter egg of something that's been said by
I
someone
think
else.
No, I
he's
hear that.
basically referring to an already known reference, if that makes
No,
sense.
but I hear that. But remember, this is a reference coming from trolls. It's not a reference coming from
No,
rational
people. No, but people there as well. Like
No,
even
but I'm saying,
people.
These are trolls. Like a normal
But
person
it's
wouldn't
emotion.
say.
But when I no, but
A normal person
in-
wouldn't say Quavo
Gabs,
should die.
Gabs,
instead
in
of Takeoff.
emotion, when like it was nasty at the time,
Mhm.
but in emotion, when you lose someone that you think naturally, when you find out, okay, so like Quavo was the instigator for whatever happened, and he got off. People are naturally going to be like, when you're angry and you're hurt and lost, it should have been you.
Yes.
Why did he get hit? Like it's a reference point to where it is, and I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just giving you context.
Context
The
to it.
reason why
I
I'm
hear
saying
that.
the reason why I use the Asco situation, the same thing with the Hypo, because those two are completely different. You're just being a bitch.
Let me ask you though, before we move off the topic, yeah. So if you was Quavo, and someone said that about, God forbid, your sibling, that will never happen to you, right? That will never happen. That's not going to be your portion, God forbid, right? But let's
I want to
just
put on a
say,
second song.
cool.
I would have put on a second.
You
I would
wouldn't
have put on a
have
second song.
Cool.
So then
If
you
you
see
met
where,
the
but the thing-
person-
but Quavo instigated that's what I'm trying to say. From that first song, Quavo instigated foul chat. So when you, it's not. I'm just talking about foul play. I'm talking about foul play.
I know.
Listen, if I say if me and you were bantering, right? Yeah, and the thing's something childish. We're in school. Me and you were bantering, right? Yeah, doing ha ha ha, jokey jokey, hee hee ha 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 here, right? Yeah, I say here, right? And you go suck your mum, right? Yeah, and you think it's funny, and man don't think it's funny, right? Yeah, X out the fact I've lost my mum now, right? Yeah, but just think about someone saying suck your mum. That then you're thinking, right, is that we're on. I swear your girl's da. Now see where the levels of disrespect.
You can't tell anyone how to retaliate.
Yeah, you can't tell someone how to retaliate once you've instigated a level of disrespect. If we're going by Chris Brown's first song,
as a man, though,
of course, but this is what we're talking about as men, right? Yeah, if we're talking about disrespect, right? Yeah, if the first bars from that song with Joyner Lucas and Lil Wayne was jabs, they're jabs.
Like
they're not
jabs.
disrespectful jabs. They're just jabs, right? Yeah. For you to go to go from 5 to a 100, respectfully.
What did Quavo say? Because
He kept bringing up man with a woman beater and you beat thing, and Chris Brown said, "Bro, you was punching up bitches in the elevator too."
he didn't. He didn't. What, yeah.
Well, the sweetie situation, he did.
He did.
He did.
Nah.
It's live, though.
Come
He
on.
kind of flogged her.
He kind of
He was
flogged it.
fighting over the Call of Duty. He didn't actually put hands on her. He didn't punch her. He did not punch her once, bro.
Yeah, it's like you were there.
I'm just saying from the video.
Are you
footage-
Solange?
For the video,
Was you in the lift?
Listen, I've seen Ray Rice knock his girl out, and I can't say.
Yeah, but Ray Rice is also 400 pounds and a running back,
No,
bro.
but I'm saying Ray Rice.
Right,
What
I
I'm saying is
forgot. I used to
What I'm saying is Ray Rice actually swung a punch. Quavo didn't swing a punch. He's fighting over a bag. And
Let
yeah,
go of the
he
bag.
might have
Let go of the bag.
pulled her.
Let
yeah,
go
he
of the
might have
bag.
pulled her to the side.
Let go of
but
the
he didn't
bag.
punch her up. I
Let
think
go
the
of the
narrative.
bag. No, but the point is,
Man. We have to be realistic.
No,
if
but
that
Gabriel-
was used, though,
Gabriel-
Gabriel would probably react the
Gabriel-
same way. I know I would.
You were
Gabriel,
roughed
we're
up in that
arguing
hood.
semantics here. I'm saying, because I'm trying to stick to what the topic is. I'm saying the minute in a clash, in a normal thing, whether
go
it's verbals or not, and
Mhm.
someone goes low, you're talking
Can't
about
tell
Chris
anyone how
Brown
to
here.
retaliate.
Chris Brown goes to hell, right? Yeah, as in like the minute you throw a barb that is below the belt for someone else, and from the get go you've been the instigator from history, and I put out barbs, and my barbs are like, I can do this lyrical thing just like you, even though I'm a little bit more audible than you, right? Yeah. What happens now is when you decide to kick up dirt, I'm gonna kick rocks.
Yeah.
But then but that's the thing is, you can't say, oh no, that was a bit too far, it's nasty, if you don't understand the context. If you've instigated the darkness of war, right, yeah, you now can't be mad being like, you know what, I think that was a bit too far.
Yeah.
You started it. Once it goes past
There's no rules.
but we look at war every day, yeah, in like normal war with what goes on in the world. We look through history books. Someone's done something mad. You said something crazy about man arguing over women. Greek mythology, Helena of Troy, the Trojan horse. It's the same thing.
I just think when men are usually engaging like that, there is. I know people say there's no rules to it.
When you're,
but
by the way, anger is an emotion.
There's
no rules.
Anger is an emotion.
No, there's no rules, but there is some form of tacit agreement that you only say certain things if you are ready. Yeah, it's philosophy. But there's usually a tacit agreement, right, where you usually.
So good to say twice.
I had to. But just in closing, it's like, cool. ChrisBrown, I get it. He's being disrespectful. Cool. But there's certain things that I know as a man, if I say this, I'm willing to die. I'm not going to disrespect. If I know a man's mum is dead or a man's father's dead, I'm not going to ever disrespect that. And if I do decide to do that, it means I'm deciding when I see you, I'm prepared to lose my life.
Hey, we don't know.
And I'm saying the fact that it's gone this far, it sounds like it can get that far because rappers do lose their lives. It's not like pop singers that never die. It's not like rock singers and death metal artists that never die.
They do.
They do. They die in a different way.
No. They in different ways. But I'm talking about in terms of like due to violence or a clash of some sort. Listen, Rondo's friend Lil Tim killed King Von. This thing started because of a fist fight. All of a sudden they're having a fist fight. Lil Tim comes out. Yo, he's beating up my man Rondo. I'm going to take out a gun. King Von's dead now. But then they didn't really have beef like that. And King Von even said, when I see him, I'm just going to punch him up like a child. Right? So I'm talking, both their camps meet up. Whatever happens, they get into a fight. Someone can easily let off a shot. All of a sudden, someone loses their life. Bro, to me, it's not worth it. I feel as if it's a bit... I don't know.
The bigger conversation with this, which is probably for another episode, yeah, is more about black men's inability to manage their emotions when they're under threat. That's the bigger conversation. I.e., why when I was talking about, for me earlier on, about patience and the rest of that stuff, yeah, I get angry like everybody else, but before my emotional brain kicks in, right, yeah, I know when it's about to kick in, I remove myself from the situation straight away. But I'm also in control of me. But I'm saying that as a person who was... I'm saying that as a
Not
person
everyone's like that, though.
I'm saying that as a person who grew up with...
That's the problem, though.
But me personally, I'm not in high risk situations all the time, right? Yeah, I didn't grow up in the hood. I lived in a council estate as a teenager. It's different. I mean, there's variables of why people do the same thing. Man, never sold drugs. I was never in that. Man, grew up with a scary mum, and I had multiple father figures, who some of them were on road. Yeah, and my older brother's been in jail for most of my life. So for me, I don't need. I didn't have to live it, but I'm saying for me, I'm one of them people where I didn't have to do something to learn the lesson. That's me.
You learned the lesson, right?
Yeah, but not everyone learns that lesson.
As people,
yeah, I hear that.
Black, white, otherwise, yeah, we are not homogenous beings. What's the word? It's not homogenous. The word is.
Trying to bring out a tacit type word right
now. The word is...
You're abusing the word right now, boy.
Philosophy handbook. He's trying to bring out a word.
It's so annoying. I'm trying to think.
Oh, shit. No, that's funny. That is funny. That is...
Monolith. We are not a monolith.
Monolith.
We are not a monolith, yeah? Fuck you, bro.
Monolith. Yeah. That's a good word as well, to be fair.
Yeah. And that's what you have to understand.
Yeah.
That's why when we talk about hierarchy of black, yeah, the black experience regardless of mine and Mark's age difference or me and Kay's difference, Kay's experience of her growing up in East London in a certain area and another girl who probably grew up in Leighton or in Stratford or in thing, they're going to go into similar schools, but their experiences when they go home is different or their parenting.
Yeah.
Me and Mark's is different. And that's what I'm trying to say. I don't hold them man to the same accountable because the wider conversation is how do we as people manage emotion when shit goes left? how do we manage to negate ego and be like, no, you know what, cool.
But I've seen it gone wrong as well.
But you see it in sport. When you watch basketball,
Yep.
especially in like American sports, like which are dominated by black athletes. So American football, basketball, not so much tennis, not so much like those. Let me use those two sports. See when you snuff a man, they're celebrating in your face, but brother, I'm slapping you. What do you mean? Like that's
See,
that's
I think
part
you
of the
say
game.
that though.
That's part
You
of the
say
game.
that, but if
That's
you was part of the game,
it's
yeah,
part of the game.
think about
But then
it.
even then, it's still a disrespect. In the football, if I
Sunday
take
league football that happens.
pardon.
Sunday league football that happens now. Like,
Man,
I see
listen.
like videos on TikTok of people.
When I
man's paying fines.
played a cup final the other day, yeah, and my brother snuffed one guy and took the ball from him, yeah, and he celebrated his face like, yeah, for the tackle. He got booked for unsportsmanlike behaviour.
Bro, I see some guy all mic'd up saying to people like, "You're a dickhead, you're a dickhead." And
But
then
if the ref
like,
can't hear it, it's
people-
different.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get off the topic because that got woo. Quesadilla, you had a conversation about renting and homeownership.
Yeah, I just think. Do you think buying a house? Sorry, I'm.
I just think it's
sorry.
funny.
Sorry, I just think it's funny how.
No, stay on topic.
Do you think buying a house is overrated as opposed to renting or leasing, regardless
I
of,
got one answer
or
for that.
factoring in people's financial situations, yada 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 yada?
Live within your means. If you can rent, rent. If you can buy, buy. But save money regardless.
But agreed.
But if
But
you had to choose, and you had
If you
Had the dough,
if you was in the position to choose, do you think, or let's say for example, you're not sure if you want to have the commitment of buying, do you think in that sense, just because it's probably the expected thing to do in some social society, well,
social
whatever.
society, it's just society.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in like a, yeah, anyway. Do you think that is something that is overrated or something that's just...
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it's overrated, but I do think people put pressure on people to
Yes.
to
You
buy a
used it so
home or
much
to
better
buy
than I could just
or
now.
to buy a flat, because a lot of places in Europe, they don't buy their houses.
Yeah.
They rent a lot.
Mhm.
But I'm not saying it, like, if you can buy, look for the long-term goal. What, like, if you're gonna buy, then what? Are you gonna set up your family? Is this gonna go to your children afterwards? Like, have a goal or have a plan. Don't just buy for the sake of buying and
Right.
then
That was my
struggling for the
sentiment.
rest of your life to pay the mortgage. Like, it don't make sense. So
That was my
if you're gonna
sentiment,
buy,
exactly.
just make sure you know what you're doing. But like, literally, even I looked into it and I looked at the pros and cons of it, like the money side of it. And then there's so much different stuff you don't understand or you don't learn about
Or you don't
until you
need.
start reading about it, like the different fees you have to pay to even go into buying, the solicitor's fee, this fee. I'm just like, you know what?
But then that's what I'm thinking. In that sense, when you look at it, you think it's a bit overrated.
But
you
then,
know?
but
Unless you
then
have an
the
actual
other side of the
goal.
argument is that you're just paying rent. That money's going
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Someone else's mortgage.
it's
So-
going towards, yeah. There's pros and cons of it on both
But
sides.
I'd say live within your means. Like, if you can buy, but have a plan on why you're buying.
Gabs, what's your thoughts on this?
Can't lie, I was distracted.
Oh,
Katie, man.
you're doing I was just about to say.
No.
You're doing a me.
No.
Oh.
It's good news that distracted me, but I'll share that news afterwards. But yeah.
All right, let me go then.
Clearly, it's not Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because
No,
that's
It
funny.
really isn't. I just checked my phone and I was like, really not.
I'll go with my opinion. I've done both. Well, I'm currently doing the home ownership one. I'll be honest. Yeah, there's secret fees, but I also rented. I moved out when I was 17, 18. Lived with other family members for a bit, and then did house sharing for years. So while I was doing house sharing, I was also saving. So then obviously now where I have a mortgage, yeah, obviously if you find a property you want and you've got to pay for solicitor fees to make sure things are done, at least I know it's mine. And whether if I win the lottery or not, or in 5 years' time, if I want to remortgage or want to find a new house and then sell that property or keep that property and rent it out, it's mine. Right, yeah. And there's equity on that property as well, which is mine. So yeah, I'm still going to pay council tax, which renters pay, depending on what stipulations you have with your landlord. I'm still going to pay water, which you pay if you're renting. I'm still going to pay gas, which you're renting. If something breaks in your house, ultimately you have to pay for it, but it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, insurance is yours.
It's
Worst-
yours.
Yeah, it's yours. The choice is yours. Right, yeah. Ultimately, like, I hear the argument for a lot of people when they say, oh, da-da-da-da, and they say renters is a mugs game because every couple of years, your landlord's be like, okay, cool, you know what? My excess on my back end, pause, is troubling me. Right, so I'm just going to raise your rent by an extra 2 bills. If your job ain't going up, that's an extra £100 or £200 out of your pocket. So then you're in your house, you're paying for internet, you're paying for all the other things that I'd be paying for. But if when, especially when you got a mortgage, if you got like a fixed rate mortgage for 5 years at 3.2%, you know what you're paying for 5 years. There's no change, there's no irregularity in that time. It's fixed. With rent, especially with the cost of living and the rest of that stuff, you're already paying for food. That now changes. You're like, oh shit, you've done that now. Now, where I usually would have had money to play with, like an extra £100 or £150 to play with at the end of the month, where I wanted to pamper, massage, raw, whatever, like holiday, now that £150 probably drops down to like 30, 40 quid. Listen, as Mark said, it is live within your means, but ideally, if you can buy, at least it's yours. Like, there's no hidden,
Especially if you've got
like, because
goals.
there's no hidden fees once you've done it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Everything is fixed in. Maybe gas and electric is going to go up, it's going to trouble you, but renters have the same problem.
Yeah.
So there's certain nuances, there's pros and cons to both, but ideally, if you own a property, it's yours, and people can't really F with you in the same way. Like, people that live in council estates, something's broken, I'm waiting for you weeks, because you put me in a property where there's mass damp and whatever. Your building's relatively new, so you wouldn't have similar property. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's still, I'm more on a thing of, because I've done both, and I've dealt with landlords for 10 years, right? Yeah, trust me, it was not a enjoyable experience. At least now, if something is awry in my building, I emailed the what's the woman called? The woman who's in charge of the building, and it just gets done. Say that again?
Building management?
Yeah, like you've got it as well in your building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Email her, can we get some new bins outside because these squirrels are digging through the fucking bins? Like,
Can I just say one thing? Reese will always talk about regarding housing.
Bins.
If it's always the bins. Reese's thing is
no,
always the bins.
the
Like he's got his thing
the
about the
squirrels
bins.
are, you know, it's because the
any
squirrels are digging through the bins, bro. Like there's they've chewed through the side
Do
of
you
the
not
bin.
have a bin storage? Oh no,
There is a bin.
it's not.
Yeah, there's bin storage because you have the bins in the house. Then when I go outside, you put it in the main bins for when the bin men come in it.
Yeah.
But then bins. Oh, I'm catching.
Is it locked?
No.
That's why.
So then, obviously, where the tree is, the squirrels, you see it, they've chewed through the thing, they just go through, it's jarring. The thing came out like one rat, bro, I almost threw up.
Reese's thing is if you know, it's always about the bins.
Hey, bruv, don't.
Like, it's like every so often, like with these old
Well, even Stratton, don't.
accommodation.
When I lived on that main road,
I remember that.
bruv,
every 2 weeks.
Bruv, when Feds pulled up on
wash out the bins.
When Feds pulled up on me when I was cleaning the bins, it was the most jarring thing ever. Man hopped out man dropped out the car. I was like, excuse me. I was like, yeah, how can I help you? Right, yeah. He was like, oh, you right there? Yeah, I'm fine. Do you live here? Yeah. Have you got, well, do you know the name of this address? Gave the address. He was like, do you have to have keys on you? What the hell? By the way, I've got on gloves because I'm obviously cleaning the bins, innit? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, can you, I was like, for fuck's sake, yeah. So now I've got to take off the gloves.
Man's in his house clothes as well. What do you
Bro,
expect?
I'm in shorts and a hoodie on, yeah. He's like, oh, it looks like you're trying to break into the house. I was like, you realise there's temporary lights on the road and there's bare traffic, right, yeah? Why do I want my face here, like on main road, why I'm cleaning bins?
They are some stupid questions.
Then I open the door, he's like, oh, sorry to bother you. Then the other white guy next to him's giving me a dirty look. Bro, I pay your fucking rent. I pay your bills, bro. Piss off. Feds are assholes anyway, but we got a wrap soon anyway. But I did want to ask you lot a question.
Yes.
Well, it was more about Sadiq Khan.
So waste
Like, yeah. And it was about the changing of benefits. I think it was either Katie had it.
No, me.
You.
Marky.
Yeah, that idiot pledges to remove benefits for people not taking jobs after 12 months. He clearly doesn't know how hard it is in the job market right now.
He's a middle class man who's married to a billionaire. Of course he doesn't.
So, like, literally, after 12 months, you can remove someone's. That is crazy. And then what? they complain about the people being homeless and stuff like that. So how is this improving?
But a lot more people are homeless now. A lot more people are going to
Food banks. Even people working are going to food banks.
If you're telling me, okay, cool, let's take something like Dartford Charge, Blackwall Charge, then you've got, what's the other thing? ULEZ for your van.
Yeah.
So if all of this is, if you're having to go through all of those stuff, and some days you're spending like 50 quid to go there and back. Because
he says
he
says unemployment support should be a safety net, never a choice, as he promised to make sure that hard work is always rewarded. Hard work, how?
Don't let me. I'll be an arse when I say this. Yeah,
I know what he's trying to say, but I'll be honest. For many years, I thought probably not working is more beneficial to me than working, because I know people that don't work
and earn more.
They're traveling. They're living their lives.
They're smart.
I'll be an arse when I say this. Yeah, there are a plethora of people who live on the dole, who, especially ones who are single parents, who have been told it makes more sense not for you to work because you're getting childcare. Because you're getting childcare, as in working tax credit, you're getting your sign on and the rest of that stuff. Fine, it makes sense. Totally understand. But but they're not the issue.
No,
you also have people who take the piss and just take the money. When I was at work yesterday and I'm in Waterloo and I'm seeing obviously St. George's Day. And I'm watching them elite level EDL races run riot, screaming Tommy Robertson. And I'm seeing the body vans. That's aimed at those people. It's aimed at them.
Yeah.
But the problem you have is you can't
paint the brush with everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a balance where it's going to be like, okay, cool.
Everybody with the same brush.
But then, as I said, I'll always go back to Labour and be like, Labour's garbage. Because how have you allowed this to get this far down in the last 12 to 13 years?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. He said that. Cool. But then, for me, that's not even the worst thing he said recently. The whole doctors note GP thing's even worse.
Are you bored of it?
To anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about.
So he claimed, because there's a big increase of people being signed off sick with mental health conditions, that he wants to stop GPs signing off people. This is a recipe for disaster, to be honest. Like this is you're just taking the utter piss.
I've got a genuine headache, and that's just giving me a headache thinking about it.
So say if you're suffering from mental health, and you go to the GP, and our GP starts saying, "Can't do it no more." The big man, that idiot said that we can't do it. We can't sign you off no more. That means you have to go to work, not in a stable condition.
With your depressed self. And you know what? A lot of companies nowadays are meant to say, I know my company does it, and they say they're meant to support mental health and mental health awareness, but...
No one cares about mental health, they just do it.
Right, I was just about to say, but there are companies that... Yeah, 100%, because you're saying that you're a company that will do it.
It's like D&I. It's like, oh yeah, diversity and inclusion, and like there's no
literally
there's nothing. It's the same boys club that was there before.
Oh my head. Yeah, literally.
With like with one token person from different diasporas just to make the company look like it's a complying.
When you see them work pictures, you see the one token, it's like it's a get out situation right there.
Really? Mm-hmm.
So you have like one non-binary person, one black person, one Asian person, like just there, just be like, oh, they look. We're complying. What? Weird.
We are taking part in Black History Month.
How do you feel during this month? How about you don't ask me that question?
I think I told the story before about how much I hate that question.
I've never been asked that. Thankfully.
Not in this company, but in my last one, yeah.
Mark and Gabriel have those faces that if you ask me those type of questions at work,
you should. If you know better, you shouldn't. If you know any better, you shouldn't ask them.
I'm not question. Do you think that's a HR compliant question? or do this? Do you think that's necessary?
Yeah, and
no, but then again,
feel
people
stupid.
said mad stuff to me at work, and
Define mad.
Didn't I tell you
like
about
the Drake marriage?
Oh yeah.
They didn't say it to you.
No, but I'm saying like when you're talking about black people, and I'm not, do you know what I'm saying? It is a bit.
Man can't ask me about next month's Lowry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not even that. I love that from him. Huh? Okay.
Did you join in, Gabs?
That's crazy. What do you mean by that?
Join in what?
Join in.
Crazy from you.
What do you mean by that?
Nah,
I said that's crazy from you.
nah. See, if you ask, did he join in? Then it would have made more sense.
I was like, you are something else. You are
Because
something
I
else.
reckon O would have joined in. Maybe
For-
not.
for bant, he would've.
Yeah, he would have bantered. But me,
Remember,
I'm
I was the same person that said that the woman at work bought him a Willy Warmer, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's insane to me.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane to me. See, I don't find creepy like old women that do things like that. I don't find that funny.
When you mean creepy, you mean old women
Yeah,
that say
but it's creepy
outlandish
because
things.
It's creepy when you start doing stuff like that, so I have to call them creepy old women. I think
They
that's
are.
creepy.
They are
I think
creepy.
every place should have a creepy old woman.
Yes. I learned that in my first job in Marks and Spencer's. Yes.
What'd you learn, Gabs?
There was 2 creepy old women.
Did she
There was
teach you
2
something?
creepy old women. Yeah, it taught me a few things.
Yeah.
Would you say?
And I realised once
Would you
get
say
to
you
that
became the
age-
Winter Soldier?
This is crazy. No, you know what I've realised though, yeah? I think once
Gabs, did that go over your head or you just chose to
I don't even know
ignore
what that
him?
is.
He doesn't know about Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know.
On your left. Don't worry, carry on.
That's funny.
I think
That's funny.
I think
In my head, I was like, did he even know? Or was he just choosing to...
I think like an older, you see, like a younger
That
priest.
might be the greatest joke I've ever made in this pod, by the way.
I see. So you're gonna show me what it means
I'll tell you
later.
right now.
I
that'll
feel
be-
like you need to
I ain't
make
sure
sure
you
you
should.
listen to this back and then you do actually need to
I'll have a
watch
look at it.
Captain America.
it's
you
either
see-
that or your or I will call you Gucci Mane's alias.
Do you get...
Brr, brr.
See, I don't
Call himself the snowman.
get it. Maybe because I'm in so much pain right now, my brain's not working properly.
Get that hot water
Oh.
bottle. That'll sort it out.
Get some Dyrolite.
It happens like that.
But
Very
I
pain,
realised, yeah, have you
Or-
guys met
or-
like a old whore? So like, no, let's put it this way, no. Old whores are different.
I
You
love
see
saying
them,
that word. Whore.
old harlots, they chase it.
Whore.
They
No, this is
they
the
don't even
funniest.
waste time.
By the way, this is the funniest collection of words I've seen Gabriel
They
articulate ever.
chase you.
No, because they don't waste time. Like they don't waste time. They don't.
Why can't I hear that song by Drake and Brent Fires in my head? You wanna waste your time?
I don't think
Don't waste your time with me. You've heard it.
I love that song.
You know, yeah.
So what do you
love
mean
Brent.
with the... What do you mean by that?
One thing I've noticed about old whores.
Old what?
Old whores.
Whore.
Old whores. No. Old whores are scary. Because you would think when women get to that age, their sex drive should deplete.
No, it spikes.
No.
No, it doesn't though.
But it's crazy,
So I've heard, I
right?
wouldn't
And
know.
that's why I said
So I
old
don't
whores are scary
No, it's not.
individuals.
If you understand the genetics of the world, which is really foul, why people like thing, men's sexual peaks are probably from the ages of 18 to 26. Yeah.
Don't it make sense for
And
men?
then women's sexual peaks are from like 34 up.
So is this why men go for younger women historically?
Yeah, no, I
No.
think a lot of men go for younger women more so because of
They're trying to
youth-
relive.
youth and
So basically,
The euphemism.
women are the reason why loads of men are having heart attacks. Because they're forcing them to pop Viagra's, and now it's fucking up their heart and it's killing them. And that is a study that needs to
and this
be
has been
looked
episode 197 of DSP podcast. You can find
Math
this
is not
DSP
mathing.
right, yeah.
That is
on all your favorite
actually
DSPs, my personal
all
favorite
the
YouTube. You can
60
find Mark Ocadia's,
with a woman with a high
mine,
sex
and
drive.
Gabriel's information is just in the description
Your
below.
pocket
You can
beans,
find
bro.
the podcast link, the TikTok link,
Blue
the
pill.
YouTube link, the website link, the Spotify
Soursop.
playlist link. Mark's. Did you say soursop?
Reese's
Yeah.
favorite macaroon.
Right,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, you're popping.
Right, yeah.
women.
Mark's. I'm not a whore. Mark's favorite. Mark's photography link and O's book link. New book coming out soon. Chill out. I've been Reese. To my left's been.
Drinks.
To my right's been.
Okay.
Behind the camera's been.
Whore.
Don't use it. Wait, don't use it. Think I have a point with that though.
What?
And remember, I'm not Gabriel, but if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Peace and blessings, love and guidance.
We're taking a week break.
Oh yeah, when this comes out, we'll have a week break. Going on
Yeah,
a mini.
so
Their
you're gonna miss us for a
their
week.
Podcast drive is low.
Yeah,
They have
going
to
on.
take-
Yeah, we need
mini
to
break.
recharge.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll be back
Recharge and come back.
called
with new stuff. Message us individually. Message the podcast page. anything you
Gabs
wanna
needs a
talk about.
battery in his back.
Tech time. Voyoy. Later.